Warrior, Gen Z does not, they don't believe in experts. I could hardly get the words out. Who am I talking about? What am I talking about? Gen Z. That is the generation of kids, young people born 1997 to about 2012. So we've got 13 to I guess up to 25, all that, all these Alpha Gen, Gen Z, baby boomers, right? But let's concentrate on this Gen Z because actually in the last few years we've been hearing so much about the Gen Zers. I found a very interesting article, which I'll put in the body of this video from Fortune, believe it or not, but there have been numerous studies that will back this up, that it's not that Gen Z, they don't trust or believe in experts, but because I like to say 30 and under has been born in this digital bubble, not their fault, right? Their brains have become rewired and they really believe people online are their friends. For instance, TikTok influencers, the top three for young people. We've got TikTok, we've got Instagram, and we've got YouTube, right? So the Gen Zers believe, that age demo, that these are really people they can relate to. They actually feel like they know them, even though it's just a stranger on the other side of the screen, whether it's the phone or the laptop or the Chromebook, whatever it is. But they prefer that kind of feeling of knowing somebody. They automatically equate that with trusting. Now, therein lies the problem, right? Because we don't know a lot of these people, the kind of information they're putting out. We do know a lot of it's false. We do have a lot of harmful content. We do have, for instance, as an example, the TikTok challenges. And I was just hearing about one that was horrible, putting your feet into an ice bucket for 10 minutes and something where kids are actually getting their toes amputated. So why would kids do this? Something that's painful, succumb to that. And listen, but I want to give you a couple of pointers from this article. I want us as warriors. I want us now in 2025. I want us to go in and rewire the brains of the 30 and under set. It can be done, but we need everybody to come together. I'm in the throes of, I just did a board meeting with my Warriors group last night, and we have so many great initiatives happening, including what I'm talking about right now. Let's reclaim the lives for them. Let's show them the way, right? Let's let them join us and have a partnership. Let's let them, the Gen Zers and others, right? Alpha generation is 0 to 14 or thereabouts. And let's just, I don't even know how to describe this, reclaiming everything, because enough is enough right now. But we have things like, we already know, we don't have to go through this. The younger generation, most likely they do not look at traditional TV news, right? They're not watching the TV sets and stuff like that. They are getting their news from the TikTok, the Instagram, the Snap, the YouTube. And they think, I don't know why, and I speak to a lot of people about this, why they automatically think, this is what I think is fascinating, that kids and young people will think this stranger on TikTok who's, as an example, I don't know, giving out dieting tips, giving out medical tips, what makes them that expert? Except the only explanation is they think that's their friend, because that's how their brains think. Therein lies the rub, as we like to say, the trouble, because the internet, wonderful thing, none of us are giving any of it back, but it is also a playground for predation, right? Because if you think someone's your friend, that, now think about this, is really, flip it over, is a potential predator, where you think you know them, where automatically, I never understood, well, that's for my generation, but for the kids, they automatically give out so much information about themselves, where they live, they're mad at their parents, siblings' names, dogs' names, they just freely unload. And I never understood that, right? Therefore, a stranger has your information. What are they going to do with that information? And as we've seen, plenty of cases of bullying, plenty of cases of sextortion, plenty of cases of just stalking. And we don't have a handle on all of this, right? There really are, the internet's like a runaway train. And I know you're tired of hearing this, but we have to explain it again, is a runaway train that nobody was ever prepared for, and no guardrails were put around for our kids. Adults should do what they want, right? This is not about privacy. This is not about banning, because we at the Warriors don't believe in that. We do believe, though, in protecting minors, and we do believe in young people, like I said, Gen Z, born under this digital bubble. We did not provide them with what I call the duty of care to keep them safe. And that, to me, is a crime. But I'm looking at this article, and experts are dismissed because they are inconvenient. They're redefining these Gen Zers. Expert doctors, journalists, and scientists are dismissed, not because they were wrong, but because they are inconvenient. In other words, if you could get some medical advice on your phone, why would you make an appointment to go see a doctor? That's the inconvenience. It's part of this whole, everything's inconvenient for young people. What's the easiest way out? Therein lies a lot of problems, right? So, rather, it is the social media, I want to repeat this, that has rewired, because it didn't occur to me like this, that their brains are actually rewired the way they think about credibility, because everybody is their friends. And the algorithm repeats and reinforces what we already believe. And a well-edited, engaging video is much more convincing than a long, complicated explanation from a professional. Absolutely. Did you ever notice when you post things on any of your social media platforms, a picture? I'll post a picture. It will get so many likes and comments. I'll post a study about human slavery. You get a couple of likes. Most likely no comments. People are visual. People like to look at something. People like what's easy, right? And they're in, if there's a video that's appealing, it has a lot of likes, people automatically equate those likes with, oh, this person must know what they're talking about. So we have to go back to rewiring. But the kids, and when I say kids, I mean the Gen Z, I'm going to say 30 and under, they believe whoever is telling the most compelling, interesting, has the most likes, therefore that equates to being an expert. And that is something not a lot of people are talking about, and we need to be talking about. And we've had so many kids thinking influencers. I'm looking at a story now about acne and all of these different things, and it's very harmful, right? Very, very harmful. I won't bore you with all the studies. So let's, if we have children, we have grandchildren, friends with kids, let's casually start talking about, I used to say, I don't want to scare people. But you know what? We have to start scaring people, because in 2025, the reality is frightening, is scary. How can you believe a stranger giving you information, right? As far as, I may be a stranger to you right now. I don't know you, whoever's watching this, but we're talking about an article. We're talking about Gen Zers. I'm not telling you to do something to your body. I'm not telling you I have the antidote. I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm not telling you any of that. And that's so dangerous. So we need, as the adults, to step up, right? And start talking about this. And it's not, you're blaming the kids. Remember, their brains have been rewired this way of thinking, 30 and under, I'm going to say. So we have to explain to them how this can be very harmful. We must form these partnerships, because as we enter this phase of AI, artificial intelligence, it will be more than the runaway train we've been facing, especially in the last 10 years with the internet. And I'm quite fearful of what's coming down the pike. So if we can't get a handle on just talking to kids, young people, open and honestly right now, I don't know where this will go. So again, make sure you are subscribed to our channel. We want to hit that 10,000 mark. We are near it, everybody, for subscribers, because I want to be put into that new super highway, that lane on the YouTube, because I want more of the information to get out to everybody. And please consider sharing the videos, talking about the videos, researching the subject matter further. Again, I said I'll put the article in the body of the video so you can take your time and read it. But I beg you to start talking to your kids open and honestly. We don't have the luxury anymore of waiting for anybody to take care of our kids. It is up to you, and it is up to me. It is up to community. Why, after all, our Warriors hashtag is community creates change. So I'm asking each and every one of you, every day when you wake up, go out and be a warrior. Thank you.